Coming up on a special Halloween edition of UT 10 News, we'll look at some of the scariest places around town.
And some scientists brewed up some spooky treats for local children.
Plus, our own Courtney McCarthy has highlights from the very first swim meet of the season, and they weren't bobbing for apples. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mackenzie Keyline.
And I'm Kristen Rosendale. Halloween may be tomorrow, but there's still time to visit spooky attractions.
Reporter Vince DiGuglielmo checked out some of the scariest places in Toledo.
Toledo is home to not one, but two award-winning haunted houses. Dimensions of Darkness in Maumee is only in its third year, but brings out big scares for a mere $12. The 15-minute haunt is made by the actors.
I mean, all haunts have actors, but not how we do things. I let them go really wild.
Just 5 minutes down the road is Toledo's biggest and longest-running haunt, Terror Town. For $20 a ticket, high-end animatronics and interactive rooms spook guests through the 30-minute experience.
Right there, the chainsaw guy kind of came at us. I was going to chop my head off.
For the best scare for your buck, head to Dimensions of Darkness in Maumee, Ohio. I'm Vince DiGuglielmo for UT 10 News.
UT Spectrum hosted a Halloween ball in the Student Union on Thursday. The event was a part of the LGBTQA History Month. The free event was open to all UT students. Activities included games, music, and a photo shoot. Spectrum President Kelsey Fremouth explains why social events are important.
A more fun aspect to Spectrum when we're usually more of a bit serious, like we talk about educational things and advocacy things, and this is just one of our social events that we hold just to mix it up a little bit.
Over 30 people attended the celebration. Spectrum plans on having this event take place next year. With Halloween right around the corner, the Rec Center hosted a free event to promote healthy living. The 9th annual Welloween Health and Wellness Fair was held on Friday. Hundreds of people received free medical testing, including HIV to blood sugar. Visitors could get their blood pressure taken or a flu shot. The event also focused on healthy games and group exercises.
So every year we've done different things. It's gotten bigger and better. Participation has been great, and I think people get excited about it and they actually start to look forward to it every year.
Welloween was open to the entire community. Even UT's favorite couple made an appearance.
Over the weekend, children had a chance to see Halloween in a unique way. A local museum educated visitors about the science behind the holiday. Imagination Station, located in downtown Toledo on North Summit Street, held their 3rd annual Spooky Science event. Kids of all ages enjoyed a variety of experiments from glow-in-the-dark jello to edible blood.
I have to say that Imagination is pretty cool. It's probably like the prettiest cool place I've ever been. It has all these kinds of experiments.
The museum scientists researched and created the activities. Zombies were running loose in downtown Toledo this weekend. Hundreds of people gathered Friday for the 3rd annual Adams Street Zombie Crawl. The Uptown Association created the event to bring people downtown and support local businesses. The zombies started at Wesley's Bar and Grill, then made their way to the Ottawa Tavern. The group was looking for more than just brains.
Dressing like zombies, can't nobody beat me, and pretty much come out here and have a good time.
If you missed the zombie crawl this year, don't worry, because we'll be back next Halloween.
The zombies didn't scare away Angelina from the Jersey Shore. Reporter Sean Downs has more on the party in Maumee.
Star 105 and PartyToledo.com are celebrating Halloween with a benefit hosted by the Andrew Z and the Morning Crew. Over 400 people came out for the fist-pumping Jersey Shore Halloween party at the Lucas County Rec Center. Partiers enjoyed a photo booth, drinks, and tunes being played by DJ A-Dub, which kept them dancing until 1 o'clock to help raise money for Feed Lucas County Children.
Such a great charity because they feed kids for free. They feed them breakfast, they feed them lunch, they feed them dinner, over 1,200 people a day, and they don't take one dime.
Plans have begun for next year's party, and my mates and I will not miss it for the world. For UT 10 News, I'm Sean Downs.
Key Bank and the Toledo Zoo held a special fundraiser for Halloween. On Saturday, over 600 people unmasked their wild side. The Mask-Zoo-Rade party was held at the Nairobi Pavilion. The event included music, food, and a costume contest featuring characters from Shrek to the Williams sisters. Winners of the contest received a $100 gift card from Key Bank.
We try everything we can to add to that fund, our general fund, to support the conservation efforts, our animals, and everything else. And that's why we have these events here at Toledo Zoo.
The event raised over $18,000 for the Toledo Zoo.
The University of Toledo had trick-or-treaters on campus yesterday. Reporter Ian Davis was at McComas Village.
Over 200 students from local elementary schools celebrated Halloween early by trick-or-treating on campus. This year, the Village Council offered other activities such as face painting, but the kids had one thing on their minds.
Get candy.
The candy part.
UT's Resident Student Association visits local elementary schools and high-crime areas to offer a safe place to trick-or-treat.
It helps us out a whole lot because sometimes it's scary for them to go trick-or-treating out there in the streets. They never know what they might get out there, and we trust UT. Fraternity and sorority members also got into the Halloween spirit by dressing up. There were no tricks, only treats for the kids who went door to door across campus. I'm Ian Davis for UT 10 News.
I'm Courtney McCarthy, and this is your UT 10 Sports. It was an exciting weekend in Rocket Sports. The football team took on the Buffalo Bulls, and the swim team had their first meet of the season. But first, the volleyball team kicked off the weekend against the Ball State Cardinals. After losing the last 3 straight matches, the Rockets tried to rally their way to victory. The ladies started off strong as Dakota Harkins fires the ball to get the first kill of the game. The Cardinals would not fall easily and soon passed the Rockets to take the first set 25-23. After losing the first 2 sets, the Rockets fired up their engines as senior Sandra Perry drills the ball to the ground to help the team tie it up 2-2. The Rockets battled hard but fell short as Jenna Spadafora pushes the ball through to give the Cardinals a W in 5 sets. From the court to the H2O, the swim team hosted the first home meet of the season against Denison. As defending MAC champions, the Rockets were looking to start off their season right. The Rockets jumped in right away as freshman Kristen Newley takes the lead and won 3 races for the day, including this 200-yard butterfly. The team would continue to feed off each other as Beth Rogers would take home the 50-yard freestyle. Then, Leslie Winfield would make it easy as she glides her way through the 100-yard breaststroke. The Rockets would end the day by beating Denison by a score of 199-96. New head coach Chris Peters likes being a part of the Toledo family.
The ladies have been unbelievable. They've really been open to change. The way I do things is a little differently, and so they've had their eyes and ears wide open, and so it's really been great.
The Rocket football team continued to keep their winning streak alive as they took on Buffalo Bulls on a rain-soaked Saturday night in New York. It was a nail-biter for a game, but the guys pulled through to beat the Bulls 25-20. David Flewellen had a career high of 228 rushing yards, including 2 touchdowns. Leading the nation in tackles, Dan Wills had his game high of 14, including an interception for a touchdown. This win gives the Rockets a record of 8-1 overall, as well as being undefeated in the MAC. They will host Ball State next Tuesday in the Glass Bowl. The football team is still ranked 26th in the nation, which is the highest in the MAC. And speaking of the MAC, the women's cross-country team took home the gold.
Isn't that the the 3rd straight year in a row for them?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
That's great. Thanks, Courtney. That's it for UT 10 News. For the latest breaking news from campus, go to our website at ut10news.com.
And you can always watch our award-winning newscast on YouTube and Facebook, where you can get caught up on all of your campus news whenever you want. For Courtney McCarthy, Kristen Rosendale, and all of our crew, I'm Mackenzie Keyline. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.